So I got a lot of comments about there being a BTS for Ren's troubles. So this I've got to see. I'm so curious.
Yeah, so I started off with this. That guitar riff. You like the cynic as well, like the
Just see how much he is into it. This actually might be the first BTS that I've seen of him actually making a song. I think it is. I'm sure he's like this with all of them, but it's just great as an artist to be able to take a concept from your mind, expand on it, actually record it, lay it down, and then go back and listen to it. I've said this before. It's such a lengthy process. By the end, sometimes you're so sick of hearing your own song, you don't ever want to hear it again. I've never done this style of music, so it's hard to say, and I say style meaning utilizing samples and putting your own beats together and things like that. It takes a lot. So it's so delightful to see Ren still so excited to be listening to this.
This is fucking sick.
Yes, it is.
This is my favourite video. I put like a little set to it.
Man.
I don't know why, but I just fucking love that synth so much. Squelchy, bro. It's so simple, but I fucking love it. Do you know what it is?
I fucking love it.
Do you know what it is? Without the effects on it.
Yeah.
This is what it sounds like originally. Then put a tune on it, made it sound like this. Which just sounded cool, but then I put like a filter that was only lacking a few little moments through, and then I put that on.
Fuck off, bro.
Oh my God. It's really, I didn't know that. I think somebody mentioned in the comments, and I don't know if I fully grasped that or not. So, as he'd mentioned, he's taking the lyrics. Well, you don't need me to repeat it. But what I want to point out on this is that in order to get that variation and sound effects that he's getting, you can see these different points that he has here, right? It kind of looks like waves in these peaks. So throughout that sound clip or that sample, he's had to specify where it's going to sweep in and out of, and at what velocity for both coming in and out to give that. It's almost like I think I mentioned almost like a record scratch. So it's impressive to take a lyric, adding a pitch filter to it. So what he did was adjust the pitch. So when he said he added a pitch to it, you can go in and adjust it to different chords. Like it could be an A pitch, a B pitch, a C pitch, a D pitch, an E pitch, an F pitch, an A pitch. So I think I said A already. You get the idea. These are the standardized chords on a guitar. or for any instrument for that matter. So he can go in and take the original and basically change the pitch of it so it matches one of those or a multitude. I don't know quite which he did, but obviously you can tell a difference between the original and what his what it sounded like with the pitch. Not only that, it even sounded like it was layered, like it started out kind of lower and then went higher and higher. And then taking that on top of adding these, adding this additional effect onto it just gives it that incredible screechy feeling, or like he said, but to me it's like a record scratch. Anyway, that's crazy.
Right, if I raise the cutoff, you usually like...
That's cool.
Yeah, so raising it up all is removing the effect, essentially. So we're starting to hear everything else clear. But when he drops it back down is when you can hear it become more like what he's got. So if you go, you may not care, but just to point this out really quick, I won't try to geek out too much on this. But if you take a look in between the first down swoop and in that first peak, right? It's grayed out. And if we go back, you can see here it's blue. So that is a volume effect. So it basically means that anything that is lower than this line, and that happens to be that low line after the swoop and before the peak, I don't want to hear anything, or very little, depending on how close it gets to the bottom. But everything else that has this peak, that's where I want to be able to hear that sound or that noise. So it gets cut off in the gray, and in the blue is the sound that you actually end up with. So we can see it go gray. So as the blue is only what we're picking up.
Yeah.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, because I'll show you what I got for it from the top.
This professional 32 terabytes SSD, capable of holding the entire collection of the New York Public Library, is something you won't find at Best Buy or any electronics retailer.
The mouse needs charging. I don't reach into the past very much. Wait, I don't reach into the past. I don't reach into the past very much for these shards of shattered glass and art. Completely stop when I reach. Memories are seeping. Hydrochloric acid, I go to war and get passive and freeze up. Music help the ice to thaw. Put the chisel in the middle, swing the hammer and saw. Pull it out of the impossible, Excalibur sword. Etching notepads full of readers while my feet was sore. First day that I got sick, ejected from the cockpit of living. 19, young teen, waking up bitter. Posters up, manhunt, when went missing. Hard to have faith if the gods don't listen. First hit maybe was the hardest. Buried in the body that was buried like a carcass. Brain in the lion's den, body in the shark pit. Aching up in pain again, aching broken heart.
Jeez.
A little bother I was bouncing from the doctor to a doctor to a doctor, like a table tennis game that has no end. So be the fate of Ren. Every single question answered with a question on the end. The second year I came to terms with giving up my dreams. Mindset from the means that helped me write this rhyme scheme. Brain was inflamed, the fatigue was crushing. Hard to remain sane with your brain combusting. The third year was mud, living in a purgatory for the worry wouldn't live to be 30. Lifestyle hurting, always in my bedroom. Rearrange the alphabet and all the letters spelled doom. Light hurt my eyes, popping pills to survive. When you're 23 and mentally you're 70 the time. 24 I was poor. Disability benefits. What's the benefit of disability? It's irrelevant. 25, the scars that were etched, they crack. Elastic bands only stretch so far and then snap deep inside coast. Hallucination, proper vision, visions from the underworld, conjuring my superstition. 25, living in the home with my mom, but not because I'm a bum, alone and physically dumb. So thin, so frail, so weak at the con, and my skin so pale, never kissed by the sun. One time I carved a hole in my chest just to feel. I wish that was a metaphor, the struggle was real. When you're living in the Holocaust, you buckle and kneel. There's relief in the teeth of the kiss of cold steel. Facts, 26, I'm highly medicated and the pain sophisticated while I'm lying broken naked on my back. I brought my microphone until my coffin started dropping raw thoughts with the grim reaper knocking on the track. Then man, lo and behold, I saw an angel beckon on this treacherous road with a stem cell doctor with a generous glow. And the cell transplant brought me out of the cold. And my skin got younger and my body got stronger. And my stomach felt hunger for a door that was closed. And my soul heard music for the first time. Beauty was a word I'd used for this gift of gold. Oh Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Make me whole. This music I give you, pain that I live through, everything I've been through makes me bold.
Heck yes. I just love in that song how that transition that it just goes through from being low and kind of muffled, and then it comes out so clean and clear at the end. See, it's so muffled. Yeah, it's getting brighter.
So I got survived. At the end, it needed a little bit of tweaking.
Fucking hell!
It's cool, isn't it?
The first day that I got sick, ejected from the cockpit of living. 19 young.
He's using Beyerdynamic microphones. It's probably like I don't know what DT that is, because mine are DT 990s with open backs. That might be I don't know. You can always tell because Beyerdynamic headphones all have that gray felt. Most of them, I shouldn't say all of them, but most of them have that gray felt so you can kind of see. Plus, they're fully over ear. You could probably recognize he is in it's basically a vocal booth. Not an entire room of a booth, obviously, but those are paddings on each side. And they can work really well. There's a pro and a con, so it's interesting. Let me keep going forward because I want to see if they show anything else in this.
Young teen waking up bitten. Posters up, manhunt, rent went missing. Hard to have faith when the gods don't listen. The first year maybe was the hardest. Waking in the body that was buried like a carcass. Brain in the lion's den, body in the sharp pit. Waking up in pain again, aching, broken hearted.
Yeah, those are definitely Beyerdynamic DTs. I just don't know what model. So one of the things I just wanted to mention real quick is about this. What's good is that it helps with reflection. There are pros and cons to these. I personally don't like them for my use. Clearly, they come in well handy, especially for Ren. But basically, it's not. This one, because I'm not sure this model, but it should not have hard sides. And the reason is you've got about 1.5 inches to 2 inches of thickness of foam. So if your head goes in the middle, then you want the foam to be obviously in front of you and beside you to capture your voice and to concentrate it and to block any outside noise. If, however, depending on the thickness of this foam, or the membrane that's on the inside, if it has a hard exterior, then that means that noise can travel back in and actually bounce, which you don't always want, because you want it to be clean and clear. I could be wrong. I'd have to look up the model, but the whole purpose is just to avoid reflection as you're speaking and in his case singing, because it's obviously all hard walls around him. So if a room wasn't treated and he was just to sit there sing and talk, it is going to literally reflect and bounce everywhere. People don't realize how much of a minimal amount of reflective surface can actually affect the sound quality and what is actually captured through the microphone. So I'll just leave it at that. That's to help again, block out outside noise coming in, but also from the inside noise going out to prevent any external reverberation. What you see in the front, which he actually has flipped up, there's another flap that can flap down behind you, so you're really encasing this. But inside there is the microphone where you record with. I was curious because you don't really, it is great the way that he's finalized and mastered this, because you don't get anything other than just the clarity of his voice. Makes even more sense that I can't, the body is too much covered. And looking at the microphone, that could be a U87 or a variation, maybe a third party, because you can tell the way that the body's tapered. It's very specific. I don't have mine in here. But the point is, I don't know if it is kind of a short body for U87. I digress. My point in pointing this out, though, is it is a condenser microphone. It is not a dynamic microphone, which the Shure SM7B is, that we've seen him use on so many things. And it's not an SM57. So he's actually using a true studio condenser microphone. And the thing in front of it is just a pop filter. So as you're talking, you don't get what's called plosives. So when you do your P's, your B's, and even some of the S's, it can help lower the sibilance. My point, though, is it's great to actually see that he's using a different microphone other than a Shure SM7B dynamic.
Past very much for these shards of shattered glass and harsh paper calling me stop when I reach.
Oh, we had this one as well, Kai. This is going on this project too. This is there's actually a bunch of stuff. This one's going on the project with Kit.
Wait, which one is this? What one are you showing me now?
Camera pointing out the window at some men.
So still out the window.
Maybe in the second
Kind of
one,
panning.
when you start panning.
Yeah.
Knock on
So
the
now
window.
it's a yeah.
Trouble so high. Oh, Lord, trouble so high. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God.
And still made for this bit.
Oh.
Yeah, no, just that and pan off. Yeah.
Naomi loves the sound of earning and saving money on Vinted. Don't wear it, sell it.
Ask privately with Duck.ai. Visit Duck.
Okay, dang. Well, I am so glad that I got to see this, because several people did mention that in the comments that there was a BTS for this. I kind of wish there was more they went into, because it was kind of hard to even see what editing and mastering software he was using. Some of you might know. It may be in the comments. Let's see. No, there's really nothing in the comments. There may be on his Patreon. No, I was hoping I could get in there to zoom in and see, but I can't. And it's hard to say. He's on a Mac. It does not look like Pro Tools. And I didn't get to see what the plugin was that he used for the effect that he mentioned. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. I was just curious to see if I'd missed something or if it was in the comments. But I appreciate everyone suggesting I take a look at this, because it is really, it's so cool to see how the sausage is made, but it's also cool to watch the artist enjoy what they've created. Like I said in the beginning, sometimes by the end of it, you're just so sick of hearing it. But he just so much enjoys the creativity and the end of a product, or the creation of a product, that it's so exciting just to watch. I kind of get speechless just because of everything Ren does and his entire creativity in doing this. And presumably, right, he did everything. I don't know about the drums. That may have been a sample. Even if it was, I've said this before, there's so many samples out there, and being able to find the right one that fits with the style of music that you're trying to create and produce. And then you've got to find the right clips of that to use and where it's going to be placed. It just becomes, it's not an easy process. When you take a look at everything that he had within the panel, on the screen, all of those are different instruments and different portions for instruments. So just finding that pacing and spacing for everything it is a very tiring and trying process. And it's just awesome that we got to see part of this. So I need to go and see more of the processes of him actually creating some of these songs, because he's a remarkable artist. I want to see his process. What do you think? Had you seen this before? Do you wish he would have shown you more? I do. I really do. I want to see more of the process. Well, I'll stop. So thank you so much for watching Melodic Logic, and until next time, please take care.